Hey Ranger Nation, I'm Bob. Totally blind since birth, into Power Rangers. Wanted to dedicate this video to Jason David Frank, who we all lost this past weekend. I can't draw or anything like that, provide any artsy tributes myself, but I immediately thought of this guy. So, not having seen anything since birth, even I can tell you just how much of an impact JDF has had on the fandom over the years. My first Power Rangers episode was A Star is Born. I watched it when I was 10 on a very bright, beautiful May Saturday morning in 1994 on the cusp of summer vacation. And I got to see JDF doing what he did best, what I think he'll always do, and that is inspiring people. That was the one in which Tommy was trying out for a TV commercial, and the bits with Bulk and Skull and the mayonnaise still crack me up. Um, I remember watching so many videos over the years in which JDF talked about just how bowled over he was when fans would come up to him and tell him just how much he'd helped out over the years, and didn't even realize it. And you hear so many stories like this from so many cast members of this franchise. No matter the season of the show, you hear constant stories like this. I mean, I remember middle school very well. That was a really tough time. I was no exception to the rule when it came to bullying. I mean, I would get rocks thrown at me. Folks would slap me in the back of the head so as not to leave any identifying marks. They do it when teachers weren't looking. And I didn't talk to anybody about it, didn't go to any counselors. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I just kept going. I remember going home on the rough days, the really rough days, and popping in the recording of the White Light two-parter that my brother and I got off of TV. And I would watch this guy bouncing back from losing his powers. And that helped. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it did. I like to think that there is a hereafter. I'm one of those saps who believes in a hereafter, a very vast, a very inclusive hereafter. And one of my favorite quotes from anything ever regarding death is when Gandalf is talking to Pippin in Return of the King. And he says, "The gray curtain of this world rolls back and all turns to silver glass, and then you see it. White shores, and beyond, the far green country under a swift sunrise." I don't pretend to know what happened this past weekend, but I am not one of those who believes that if someone chooses to exit, because I can't use certain words, I don't want YouTube to take this down. If someone chooses to say goodbye on their own terms, I don't think that they get in trouble for it. I don't agree with it. I never will. But I think JDF's okay no matter what happened. I think that he is at peace. I think that he is resting, and I like to think that he knows even more now than he ever did about just how much of a difference he made. And I know we live in a very fast-paced society. We rush from one thing to the next. We don't take the time to really talk with the people that we care about anymore. We send memes. We send likes. We send pictures with little captions above them. Those really don't do me any good. I don't know what the heck people are sending. But we don't really talk to each other about, how much we appreciate each other anymore. At least I haven't seen a lot of that going on. I try to. All I got are words. And I wanted all of you guys to know that if you're going through something, if you're struggling, if life is just really, really, really difficult, I would encourage you to reach out to the people closest to you and, just talk. Let them know what's going on. Because the stuff about you not mattering, it may be what you think about yourself, but I don't think it's what other people think about you. Like I said, I don't know what happened this weekend. I'm not really wanting to get into that. But you definitely want to reach out to the people closest to you. And especially as fans of this show and everything these characters stood for and will always stand for, I think that it's always been about helping humanity when it comes to watching Power Rangers. I was one of those saps who watched the show, and I tried my best to apply that to everyday life. That's what I took away from this show. Yeah, I've got wonderful memories about how this was an icebreaker, how it helped me make lifelong friends, but I think JDF represented, and he'll always represent, the type of person who helped people. And I really hope he knows just how much he helped fans. I like to think that he knows, as I said earlier, more than he ever did about that. And yes, I think he's okay. I think he's at rest. And I think those of us who never got to meet him will get to tell him just how much he meant in person one of these days. Those of us who did will get to do it again. I mean, there have been some who've mockingly called me ever the optimist. I guess I am. I don't mind. Anyway, that'll do for this video. It'll go up in place of Green No More Part 2. I was going to review that. That'll be coming next Tuesday. I don't think I'll be posting any videos on Thursday because it's Turkey Day. Those of you who are able to be with your families this holiday season, take some time away from your phones and talk to each other. I don't have an iPhone. I still got an old flip phone, actually. It's not with me, but yeah, I don't really get on it that much. So I tend to do a lot of listening when it comes to what people have to say. It's just something I've always done. It's just kind of part of who I am, I guess. And yeah, just enjoy time with your families and let everybody know how much you appreciate them. I think it's very important. I guess I'll hear you guys in the next Power Rangers related video. And Jace, we miss you, man. May the power protect you all.